Hey guys, Chef Kevin here. Hey, what the heck am I doing up here, you know? Well, let me tell you a little bit about contracts. Some venues understand that having an opener for Hollywood Handbook, a show so confusing that after every recording, the guest will sincerely ask, "Was that good?" A show who recently got a billboard on Sunset Boulevard, and it didn't change anything. A show, to be fair, whose own producer provides way too much information about the behind the scenes of the podcast. Some venues understand that having an opener for Hollywood Handbook could actually jeopardize the opener's career. Other venues are the Alberta Rose Theater in Portland, Oregon. When I told Sean and Hayes that this show required an opener, they both laughed very hard and said, "Well, I guess it's you." To which I said, "But I don't think that's a very good," and here we are. Now, for those of you who know me, you're probably thinking, but Chef Kevin is not a stand-up comedian. And to those of you who don't know me, you're probably thinking, I don't think this guy's a stand-up comedian. And to both parties, I will say, you are correct. I've only done stand-up twice in my entire life. The first time was 6 years ago in front of 8 people. The guy who went before me was very racist. And I did a good job of insulting all his material, but a very bad job at stand-up comedy. The second time I did stand-up was in front of 5 people, and I had a 7-minute set, and I spent every second of it talking about when I lost my virginity. And have you ever told a story that you think is going to be super funny? And you get like 2 words in and you're like, this is no. And the third time I did stand up is right now. Thank you. There's so many more people here than I was hoping. But can you imagine the next time I do stand-up? It's gonna be at like Madison Square Garden in front of the friggin' Queen. But Chef Kevin, couldn't you have practiced? Maybe hit like some open mics? No! I don't like performing in front of an audience. But Chef Kevin, couldn't you have practiced in front of your friend Darius? I tried. And he said it'd be funnier if I did this set for the very first time tonight. And I always take his advice. Okay, now I'm gonna do something that, obviously every historic stand-up comedian has ever done in the history of mankind. I made a PowerPoint presentation. Now, obviously, comedians make fun of the city that they're in, and I can tell the way some of you are looking at me, you're thinking, there's no way Chef Kevin's been to Portland before. Well, actually, I have. That's me and my sister in front of your famous Portland sign. And fellas, I know what you're thinking. Oh, Chef Kevin's got a sister. Back off. She's taken, I think. But Chef Kevin, There's no way you went to 10 Barrel and ordered a flight of beers with an expression that said, "This is way too many drinks." Well, guess what? I did. But Chef Kevin, there's no way you went to the International Rose Test Garden and got a big whiff of the flowers. Ah, that smells incredible. That's what I'm thinking in that picture. But Chef Kevin, there's no way you went to Montage and got your leftovers in a huge freaking giraffe. Meow! I don't know what sound giraffes make. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce that's the end of my PowerPoint presentation. Okay, now I'm gonna do something that, once again, every historic stand-up comedian that we all know has ever done. Read from my journal. This is from this morning when I started a journal. No! I just tried my set for the first time and it was only 5 minutes. That's not good. The upside is, it'll be the bravest thing I've ever done. Perform in front of an audience that already supports me. But if this goes poorly, it'll be a living nightmare. Truly the scariest story ever told in America. Wait a second. The scariest story ever told in America. And with that seamless transition, I'm excited to announce tonight will be the very first episode of America's Horror Story. Now, the premise of America's Horror Story is very simple. Americans tell the scariest story they ever heard or told in America. It has to be a scary story. Now, it's normally hosted by America Ferrera, but she's unavailable, I imagine. So I will be stepping in as the role of host/director. And, you've seen this empty chair with a microphone. You're probably wondering who the guest is. And so I'm excited to announce the first guest of America's Horror Story is you guys. No one wanted to do this backstage. I imagine you don't have a scary story in your back pocket, so I will tell one to stall. The year is 2005. I'm sitting with my father by a campfire in Lake, Wisconsin. It's very dark. We hear a sound about 100 feet out. "Are those fish, Daddy?" I asked. "No, and stop calling me Daddy, you're 13. My father responded. Then the sound of the fish were a lot closer. My father furrowed his brow and said, "Those fish sound like they're a lot closer." Sorry, I don't understand exposition. But then the fish sounded like they were right in front of us. And I am not making this up when I say, in the middle of the night, a full-grown man came out of the water, fully clothed, dripping wet. These were his following words. "Can I please borrow a telephone?" My daddy told me to go get a phone, and I ran as fast as my little legs could take me, fearing I might never see him again. When I returned with the phone, I handed it to my father, who handed it to, let's just call him Steve the Axe Murderer. When I handed it to, my dad handed it to Steve, And then he took a few steps into the darkness, dialed a few numbers, and the following conversation occurred. Hi, Mom, it's me. No, I'm okay. That was crazy. I'm really sorry. No, I'm fine. I'll be home soon. I love you. No, I'm sorry. Goodbye. He then handed the phone back to my dad and then proceeded to take off his dripping wet t-shirt. An audience, I don't want to get too sexy on you guys, but like, whoa. He then ran off into the darkness and we never saw him again. And that is America's Horror Story. That's the thing, you have to end it with, and that is America's Horror Story. It's for branding. And with that B- story, I feel like I've set the bar at a reasonable spot for you guys. So if anyone would like to come up on stage, I only have 2 rules. The story has to be true, and please stretch it out. I have like 17 minutes to go. So, if you come up here and your scary story is like, Seattle, it's not that funny, and then you just awkwardly walk back to your seat. So let's stretch it out. Okay, if anyone would like to come up, you're more than welcome to. Please come up, yeah. Like literally anyone.
I'm mostly doing this because I want to be the first guest on America's Horror Story. But I do actually have a true story, and it has a few pretty cool elements to it.
Can we pause just a second?
Yeah, sure.
Why are you sitting in that chair?
The microphone was in the chair, and then I came up and I thought that was where
I've been performing for like 13 minutes, so if I could take a seat, and if you're performing, okay, so you stand,
Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get up, and Chef Kevin will get to rest, and that's all right. So it was Christmas Eve, probably about 6 years ago, and me and my friends, we were drinking, and we were... Do you unplug that? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, I thought I'd check in. That would be a good way to stretch it out. So we were drinking...
Who's the president?
Having fun. The president right now?
No, in your story.
It was Obama at the time.
Who's the vice president?
That would be Joe Biden at the time.
And who are you?
Oh, sorry. Names. I'm Scott.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So the president was Barack Obama. The vice president was just Joe Biden. And I was Scott. And it was Christmas Eve. And me and my friends were drinking. And we decided that one thing that might be fun. And we had a friend in from out of town and everything. And so we're, looking to go out and do something.
This is going really well.
Yeah. There's about to be a really cool part.
I believe you. I just want to say, so far, this story is like a Portland 8, but it's an LA 6.
Oh, here we go, though. So, all right. So,
I just want to we need to add like an LA thing. Like, could you guys be drinking like a green juice? They love that there. So you're all drinking this juice?
We're drinking green juice.
Good.
Okay, so we were hanging out and we were drinking this green juice together, and then we decided to do something crazy. We were going to break in to Oaks Amusement Park at night. This is Christmas Eve. And it was
Why are people
super cold
cheering?
This is an amusement park. We're gonna break into it at night, so it's like fucking Scooby-Doo.
Okay, so far I'm on the bad guy's side for this story.
The identity of the bad guy is gonna be very exciting.
We did this cool
promise
thing,
you.
breaking and entering.
Okay. Yeah, that is literally what the story is about. It was incredibly easy to break into Oaks Amusement Park at night, and I say that not promoting.
You are.
That.
You're
Yeah,
giving them advice.
It was cool. No. When you're young, you should. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do that.
Back to the juice.
Okay, so yeah. So we brought the green juice with us.
Good.
We're all chugging it back. Yeah, and we're What kind of juice is the green juice? I don't.
If it's green, California is interested.
Okay, yeah. It was green as hell, and we were all drinking it, and then we jumped one fence to get in, and you know it's by the river and everything, and we heard a large splash off in the distance.
Was it a fish? Are you stealing my story?
No. What? No. It was not a fish.
Was your dad there?
My dad was not there.
We'll see.
So we were all. We will see. We were all trying to be very quiet, so every sound that was happening was we were just hyper aware of it. So we hear this splash. We don't really say anything. A couple minutes go by. We hear another louder splash, like super close to us.
I don't like this.
It was, yeah, so the splashes, it was getting closer and closer. And is this, what don't you like?
Okay, pivot back to your awesome story.
All right.
My director hat is on, buddy.
I'm worried about the ending now.
You hopped a fence to an amusement park.
Yeah, okay, so we did that, and an even louder splash happened, and I'm already seeing that the ending to this story is disappointing. Because anyway.
Does he?
So, okay, I'm gonna lean heavily into some Oregon pride here, and I'm going to reveal what the sound was. It was a beaver slapping its tail on the water, but it scared the shit out of us at the time. But anyway, there's a scarier part.
Okay, because so far I think I'm getting trolled.
Okay.
This is like a live Reddit show.
Okay. Well, I mean, the only other thing is they do actually keep one person that seems to live on site at Oaks Amusement Park. There was a trailer adjacent to the area, like on the grounds. So after we had hung out at an amusement park at night and had our kind of fill of that, at one point we heard a dog barking in the background. And we got... Well,
I mean, you're killing rule number 2.
Yeah.
Rule 1 is in a very gray area right now.
Are you talking about it being true?
Yes.
It is true. There was a dog.
Okay, I'm listening.
And so we got freaked out because we just started imagining that this dog might go for us. And then one of our friends, the guy who was out of town, got separated from us as we were kind of just like going towards the exit. We jumped over the fence, and then we spent about 2 hours texting him, asking him where he was. He
spent 2 hours texting him?
He didn't show up, and it was late at night. This was like 2 a.m., 2 to 3 a.m., you know?
Hey, dude, are you here? No response.
No response. That was alarming. Isn't that like kind of scary, like a horror story? That he wasn't saying anything back.
I guess the scariest thing in America is ghosting.
Yeah. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Obvious applause break. Okay, what's the end of this story?
So, the next day, we didn't see him that night at all, so we all went home. The next day was Christmas, and yes, we left without our friend, and we felt very, very bad about it. But he lived within about 40-minute walk from his home, and finally he got his phone charged and told us that he got home.
Damn, son. Okay,
Yeah.
good job. Give it up for, what's your name again? Give it up for him. Woo! Okay, I think we have time for one more story. Please have it be true. And if this one could be like 90 seconds, Rule, please come up. Thanks. Hey, let's give a round of applause. You can sit now. I feel better.
I don't want to. We can both stand. I don't want to sit.
Oh, cool. We're like a duo.
You can go sit. Okay.
I'll be here. So, what's your story?
Here it is. I'll keep it short. This is the scariest thing that happened to me.
Cool.
I teach children, and specifically, this was a first grader.
Ooh.
And this was a first grader who is, if you're a teacher, you know, you have certain students, they get they'll whine about anything. So this girl I had, I'll change her name to Jackie. She kept whining like, my arm hurts, my leg hurts. She was that kid who begs for Band-Aids every 10 seconds.
Okay.
One day in class. Oh, sorry.
Can I pause and change one detail?
Okay.
Can this be at like a green juice shop?
That's what I actually teach.
Maybe it's like a field trip to the green juice shop, and you have this first grader.
Yeah. That's actually what I teach. It's just a juice class.
Cool. Okay, LA's loving this shit. Carry on.
And one day she told me, different days would be like, I need a Band-Aid, I'm sweaty, I need water. She was just a kid who kind of whined. And one day she told me, teacher, my eye fell out. I was like, no, your eye didn't fall out. Well, whatever. And I look over. All the kids have absolutely frozen. They look at me, they're like, ha, ha, ha. Because I'm not the first grade teacher, I'm the music teacher. Sorry, I lied before.
I guess I will say, a lot of people's, the scariest story they've ever told
It was the scariest for me.
probably doesn't seem believable to the general public, but I believe you. Keep going.
And you will never know fear until you look at a child and there's just an empty eye socket. And she had her glass eye. And I looked at her and I did what teachers do, which is you pretend it's normal. And I went,
Whatever.
no, I went, I should have.
Cool.
I asked her, do you put that back in or should the office? And she goes, the office. She was so happy, yeah, whatever. And then I got the office to come pick her up, and as soon as she left, the whole class went, what's wrong with her eye? And I was like, I don't know.
That was freaking amazing. The last detail, maybe when they said, what's wrong with her eye? You said, always drink your green juice.
And side note, she moved and I never saw her again after
Whoa,
that day.
she's
So
dead.
she was a ghost.
Okay, what's your name?
Casey.
Hell yeah, give it up for Casey. Dang, those two stories were amazing. This is definitely getting picked up. Well, I'd like to end my opening set by bringing a very special guest here. Unfortunately, they are very expensive to fly out, so I did a sort of a video call with them. So I keep unplugging my microphone, and everyone's having fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Alberta Rose Theater, Bosch!
Hi!
Bosch! You're here!
Hi, Chef Kevin!
How's it going?
Hi! Oh, so good. How do you think it's going, Einstein, the freaking famous genius?
No, Bosch!
Sorry, keep looking around. I'm afraid Tony's behind me. He doesn't know I'm taking a break.
Are you working right now?
I'm always working. Damn, did you hear Tony just now? Is he over there? If you see him behind me, give me some kind of signal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can you remind us what you do for Tony?
Well, it's not
Where are
so
you
easy to define. It's like a hodgepodge of things.
Where are you going?
I feel like he's right behind me. So I'm like trying to just make sure that I can't get sneaked up on.
Is he by the window?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't see him anywhere, Bosch.
Okay, thanks. What do you do for Tony?
I don't work for him.
Oh, right. We all work for Tony, Kevin.
I forgot. Whoa!
Sorry, reception's a little bit crazy. My phone's been acting weird, and there might be like a time delay.
Oh my God.
It feels too sunny
Whoa,
here.
Bosch, where...
Ow, wow. So you're cutting in and out.
Wait, Bosch, there was a tail. Did you see the tail?
Yeah, no, Tony's coming, all right. So,
What are those toys, Bosch?
okay, let me walk you through them. We got the funny
Wait,
toy.
Bosch.
Okay, whoa.
You're on the ground. Wait, there's
No, help!
Tony. Did you say help? Aw. You guys are laying together.
Hey, man, even Tony needs a break now and then.
Oh my gosh.
He's getting pissed, I can tell.
Oh man. Wait, you're back with the toy.
Oh, yeah. So, I guess I'll start walking you through the toys.
You're not looking at us, Bosch. Where are you looking? Okay, you're back.
I thought I heard my dad's car.
Oh, you're really tired, Bosch.
Yeah. I have a real job.
Oh shit.
I'm not a fake pretend stand-up. Ah!
Yeah, it looks like you're smiling.
Man, you ever get an itch so bad that it makes you change locations? This is like a snake toy. Okay. Here, take it. See if you can take it.
Here, let me take it.
Go ahead, try. Yeah, right.
Wait, okay, the connection got way worse. What happened?
Okay, well, I had to go and I'm trying to fix it right now, actually. This is my camera.
That's your camera.
It's like a sick-ass viewfinder. You got one of these?
I don't. That's awesome.
Yeah. I would show you a close up of some of the slides in here, but not safe for work.
There's Tony again. Are you nervous at all about playing in front of your boss?
This is not playing, Kevin. This is. I'm doing IT right now.
I take photos at Earwolf. Do you think you could help me with any of that?
No.
So it looks like you're doing a lot of work with that camera.
Yeah, seems like the focus mechanism needs a little reconfiguration. I'm just kind of fine-tuning some of the elements here. Okay, then I'll just do a big chewy on this part. And a little squeezy with my paw. No big deal.
You're pulling something out.
Oh my God, they came out. Ah, it came out. Don't tell Tony. This part came out. Did you know it did that?
Oh my God. Are those the photos?
Yeah. Damn, dude. Some of this shit's freaky as hell. Porno shit, hombre.
Are you taking the photos?
Don't worry about it.
So I'm still kind of confused what you do for Tony.
Sure, yeah. Well, thanks for all your support during this call, by the way.
Wait, there's Tony right there.
Yeah, why don't you ask him yourself, numbnuts?
Bosch, I have so many. Hold on, can you wait a second? I had a few more
no,
questions.
I gotta go. I
Wait,
gotta go.
Bosch. Okay, that's my set. Thanks, everyone.